Hello and welcome to Marketing 330, Advertising and Promotion 1. I am Pamela Miles Homer, Professor of Marketing in the College of Business. I prefer that you address me as Dr. Homer or Professor Homer in email messages or when we meet in person. This video is designed to introduce you to the course and, most important, to the Canvas course site. If you open the Canvas course site in a new tab or another browser, you can navigate through the various sections and web pages as they are presented in this video. After an overview of how this online course is organized on Canvas, I will go through the entire course syllabus. Being that this is an online course, the syllabus may be more extensive and longer than you are used to for some of your on-campus courses. I will not repeat all the details in the syllabus, as that is for you to read on your own. However, you will easily see where various types of information are presented. I have devoted much time to making sure that you have all the course information on Canvas available 24/7. So I respectfully ask that you first search Canvas before sending email messages with questions that are answered on the Canvas course site. I have taught courses in a totally online format for 10 years. As a result, I have a good feel for what works and what does not work. For example, I will not make you watch videos of me again this semester. Instead, you will view videos that are professionally produced by ABC, CBS, PBS, and other professional sources. Many of you are new to CSULB, and your learning experience here will most likely differ from what you experienced in community college. I caution each of you to not take on more than you can chew. That is, be sure that you can balance your academic, work, and personal lives and commitments. This course requires a special type of commitment and motivation since there are no required class meetings at set times. Assignments and the main project are completed in teams, and so you must also make a commitment to your team. Team meetings are required, and teams are required to take and submit minutes at each meeting. If you can't commit to a team this semester, please drop the course. So, let's get started. I will now share my computer screen with you as we explore the Canvas course site. You can access Canvas course sites via the Beachboard/Canvas icon in the My Apps area of My CSULB or directly via csulb.instructure.com. I am recording this video in student view so that what you see in the video matches what you see when you access the course site. Take note of the areas linked to the course sidebar in the second column from the left. These links are for this course only. The far left column includes links for your Canvas account. They will be visible in all of your Canvas courses. The home page also includes some quick links. For those of you that want to know more about me and my teaching philosophy, click on either the Meet the Instructor icon on the home page or click on the People link, then click on my name. Those pages present a brief biography and links to my Vita and personal website. You can also view the account profiles for your classmates in the People area. For this course, you will create a second profile in the Find Team Members discussion forum, where you will describe your skills, working style, and schedule of availability in order to form project teams. Once teams are formed, there will be a collaboration area on Canvas where you can communicate and share documents with your teammates. I will also upload assignment feedback documents to those team collaboration areas. The calendar posts the deadline dates for all course activities and assessment in all your CSULB Canvas courses. You will also find deadlines posted elsewhere on this Canvas course site. For example, the syllabus area has a course summary with all assignment due dates for this course. Please add those due dates to your own personal calendar or your smartphone to avoid any quote issues. All assignments and assessment due dates are clearly posted, and so there are no excuses for not meeting a deadline. Please understand that I do not confirm dates or deadlines that are clearly posted on Canvas. If the course calendar says that something is due on a specific date, it is. However, if you see a contradictory date elsewhere on Canvas or in an email message, please let me know. I may have missed something when I was updating and developing this course site. Important course-related announcements are linked to the news icon on the front page of the course site. The Getting Started announcement is linked at the top of the homepage. You can also view all announcements by clicking Announcements in the course menu sidebar. It is important that you monitor those announcements frequently. If you have notifications enabled, the system will inform you when new announcements are posted. The guts of this course are available in the Modules area. Canvas modules are like Beachboard's content area. Other useful sidebar links include the syllabus, the media gallery where some of the required videos are posted, the assignments area for submission drop boxes, and the grades area for your individual assessment scores. The quizzes area has sample exams, chapter quizzes, and online graded exams. Graded exams require a webcam as they use the Respondus Monitor lockdown browser. Once you open an exam, you will be prompted to install the Respondus Monitor browser app, a one-time install. The midterm and final exams are Open Note and Open Book. However, you must have course notes in paper format as the lockdown browser will prevent you from accessing materials posted on Canvas. The midterm and final exams will show up on Canvas on exam day at 12 p.m. noon. You may start your exam anytime between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. on the dates posted in the calendar. Exams are given on one day and one day only, October 19th and December 12th. If those dates do not work for you, please drop this section. The assignments area is where you will submit all assignments. The grades area is where your own individual course grades are posted. The discussion area is where you will find team members and form project teams. The discussion area also includes the Ad Critic discussion forum, an extra credit opportunity that is detailed on the assignments overview page of the course syllabus. If your team decides to use Zoom for team meetings, it is linked to the course sidebar. MS Teams is another option for team-related activities linked to the Canvas sidebar as well. If you are unfamiliar with MS Teams, please review the MS Teams announcement for details. I will create teams on the MS Teams platform once you all form teams via the discussion forum. Now you should have a good idea what is where on the Canvas course site. We will now explore the modules area where most course materials are located. Once you open modules, you will find all the learning, assessment, and resource modules clearly labeled. The first module includes a few how-to pages produced by the Canvas support team to help students become familiar with the Canvas interface. This course intro video is presented after the how-to module, followed by the module schedule and the multi-page syllabus. The 5 learning exercises, also referred to as LEs, and all accompanying documents come next. The advertising plan documents are also provided in a separate module. Students are advised to review the advertising plan assignment document early in the semester, as the LE assignments are all based on that project. However, Assessment Module 3 contains all materials needed to complete the advertising plan project, also referred to as the AP. All team assignments require that you submit a confidential peer evaluation. Those forms are posted in the Learning Exercise module and also in the Peer Evaluation Forms module. The Exam Resources module contains exam aids, including sample exams and exam reviews. The chapter quizzes and the sample exams are not graded. They are provided as optional learning aids only. There is a 3-question Respondus Lockdown Browser pilot quiz, not graded, so that you can test your webcam equipment prior to exam day. On exam day, graded exams will be accessed via the assignments area or the quizzes area. A few general resources and creative resources that help with the ad creation tasks that are part of the advertising plan project complete the resource-related modules. The remaining modules are learning modules and assessment modules, also referred to as LMs and AMs, 1 per week. The dates are posted with the LM or AM title. Each LM contains a list of objectives for that module and lecture notes that expand on the textbook that include links to required videos and readings. These lecture notes are very important. You can increase the screen size of the various lecture note web pages by hiding the course sidebar menu. If you do not read the lecture notes and only study the textbook, you will not perform well on exams. I expand on the textbook content in the lecture notes, which are presented in web page format. It is important that you develop critical thinking skills and that you are able to apply course concepts, as the exams are application-oriented and require critical thinking. So, videos from professional news organizations and readings in Advertising Age are embedded within the lecture notes to illustrate course concepts. Video and Ad Age article links will open in a new tab. Canvas monitors your every move in the course. At the end of the semester, part of your final course grade will be how much time you spent reviewing how much of the lecture notes. Assessment modules are provided for the midterm exam, final exam, Ad Critic Journal, and the advertising plan project. That completes this overview of the Canvas course site. We will now go through the course syllabus. The first page is rather basic and lists general course objectives dictated by the Department of Marketing and the College of Business. The second page provides textbook, required materials, and supplemental materials information. The textbook is required. The 9th edition of Cengage's Advertising and Integrated Brand Promotion. Other editions are not acceptable and are not approved. The Cengage MindTap online materials are optional, and thus you can purchase a used textbook. However, this is a new edition, and used copies may be hard to find. I suggest that you not pay for the MindTap resources. You will be busy enough with the materials and assignments posted on the Canvas course site. You do need to purchase a student subscription to Advertising Age, the top industry trade publication. Alternatively, you can locate Advertising Age articles using the CSULB Library's free online databases, but finding articles there may be cumbersome. Required Ad Age readings are linked within the online lecture notes for each learning module. The most important readings are also available for download in PDF format. Do not confuse the online lecture notes created by me that are posted on Canvas with the Cengage developed materials on MindTap. If you think the MindTap resources may help you complete this course successfully, that is fine. However, exams will not have any questions related to MindTap content that is restricted to that platform. So you can earn an A in the course without accessing MindTap, assuming that you access Advertising Age. Please review all technological requirements. This is a totally online course, and students must have the software, technological equipment, and internet access to complete all course requirements. The Learning Vehicles page of the syllabus describes the learning vehicles used in this course. It also provides advice as to how you can complete this course successfully. The module schedule and overview of due dates are presented next. All due dates are also posted in the Canvas calendar and in the course summary in the syllabus area. The assessment page of the syllabus lists all requirements with their relative weight. The formula used to calculate final course grades is presented as well. Individual assignment and assessment grades are not curved. At the end of the term, once final total course points are calculated, a class curve may be applied if appropriate. However, LE assignment and advertising project grades tend to be rather high, so do not expect a curve. Assume a traditional grading policy where A is 90% or greater, B 80 to 89.99%, etc. The next page of the syllabus describes all assignments. General guidelines for all assignments are listed on this page, number 8. Please take note of the conduct, communication, and team effectiveness page of the syllabus. I urge all students to be respectful, polite, and professional in all communications and in video and in-person meetings. If you have not yet done so, please start forming teams via the Find Team Members discussion. This course will be a better and more liked learning experience if you are in a team that works well together. So please take the team formation task seriously. Find people with similar work habits and varied skills. Being in a team with close friends is often not a good idea. Getting along with someone socially does not guarantee that you can work well together to complete the assignment successfully. While teams have the option to fire unproductive team members with my approval, hopefully that will not be necessary. Team leaders and members must provide clear and detailed guidance to any member that is not meeting team expectations. That is, good and frequent communication is required. The next page of the syllabus describes exam rules, guidelines, and procedures. Be sure to read these carefully well in advance of the midterm exam. I also offer some advice to guide your studying. Understand that I do not design exam questions that merely ask you to recall definitions of terms. Rather, I may present a scenario and ask you which course concepts are being illustrated, or based on the scenario, which advertising strategy is the best option. The last 2 pages of the syllabus module present course policies for exams, teams, grades, course drops, etc. The final page also presents links to some campus resources, such as the Bob Murphy Access Center, or BMAC. Okay, I think that I have talked long enough. Please read the Getting Started and the What to Do Week 1 announcements on the Canvas course homepage and follow instructions there. The first week of the course, you need to review all announcements, review the course syllabus in its entirety, complete the syllabus and Canvas quiz, and form project teams. I will be very hands-on and will let you know what to do when, but ultimately, it is your job to organize your schedule to ensure that you complete all requirements in a timely manner. Good luck. I look forward to working with you all.